Mga higala, kumusta na napunta niya ito ang tulumanon panglantaw sa kagabion. Kagabi wala ta makapahigayon sa ato ang live, ato ang panglantaw sa kagabion. Tungod kay kining ato ang venue, kining ato ang panimalay gihimong venue sa birthday sa ato ang pag-umangkon nga si Sophia. Ino na lang nato nga pag-umangkon, no? Kaya ug ino na itong apo. Murag matigulang na kita ani. So kagabi din higi pahigayon ang birthday ni Sophia Panunsilyon diri sa ato ang panimalay. Maong wala ta makapahigayon sa ato ang live. So karong gabi na atong ipadayon ang ato ang live. Kini ato ang topic supposed to be kagabi unta ni mahitabo pero wala man ta makapahigayon sa ato ang panglantaw sa kagabion. Maong karon na lang nato pagahimuon. Mga igsoon sa dili pa nato sugdan ang ato ang kabildo, ani ato ang tulumanon. Ato sang shout out ang ato ang mga likers. Ani ato ang paglantaw sa kagabion si Mr. Johnny Di Samonte, ato ang social studies teacher diya sa Kalubi Integrated School. Si Lilian Martinez Tubigon, ato aning kaning roommate, no? Si Pastor Yung Monleon Makig-angay Jr., pastor diha sa Sayog Christian Fellowship o uban sa iyang kapika sa kinabuhi, Pastora Sheila Maris Haranilla Makig-angay. Ug ato ang kauban nga teacher sa diha pata na-assign sa Langilan Elementary School, si Ma'am Ini Bunghawan. So, maayong gabi kanimo diha, Ma'am Ini. Daghang kayong salamat sa imong pagsunod ning ato ang tulumanon panglantaw sa kagabion. This evening atong hisgutan kadtong usa ka teacher, no? Usa ka teacher sa agriculture elementary school, agriculture trade school diha sa Tabato man siguro to, nakalimot ko asa to dapit. So mo ay atong hisgutan katong teacher nga gipusil sa iyahang kaugalingong estudyante. Tungod man kuno to matud pa gibagsak sa unang last year, unya karon naari pagdumot tong estudyante sa iyaha moong gipusil, namatay ang taon to ato ang igsuon nga teacher. So the title of this topic this evening is When Respect is Lost, a Lesson Written in Blood. There is a saying, you can measure the health of a society by how it treats its teachers. This is not just a poetic observation. It is a moral mirror held up to the soul of a nation. And in the events that have unfolded in a small corner of our country, this mirror has cracked, reflecting back an image of violence, disrespect, and a deep sickness in our social values. Recently, news broke out about a shocking incident, an altercation between a student and teacher that ended in tragedy. A teacher whose life was dedicated to shaping young minds was attacked by her own student. Gipatay siya sa iyang estudyante. The nation reacted with horror, disbelief, and anger. But behind the headline lies a far more complex web of social, psychological, and moral realities that we must confront. From the beginning of time, God established order in the family, in the church, in the community. there is always a structure of respect. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1 to 3 reminds us, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth." Although this speaks of parents, the same principle applies to those entrusted with authority over us, including teachers. In ancient Israel, the teacher or rabbi was highly honored. This respect toward them was considered not just a personal offense, but a sin against God's order. Sadly, in today's world, daghan na kaayo ng mga kabataan nga wala na respeto sa ilang mga teachers. They talk back to elders, mocked authority figures, and sometimes, as in this case, resort to violence. This is not simply a breakdown in discipline. It is a moral crisis. Under Republic Act number 4670 or the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers, educators are entitled to protection from physical violence and the performance of their duties. Article 269 of the Revised Penal Code defines physical injuries and prescribes penalties for those who inflict harm, more so if the victim is a public servant performing official duties. In this case, if the incident is proven to be intentional, the student could be charged with parricide like homicide. Not legally parricide, but morally akin because a teacher is a moral guardian, or even murder if qualified circumstances exist, such as treachery. Under Article 248 of the RPC, murder is punishable by reclusion perpetua, which means imprisonment for up to 40 years. Furthermore, Republic Act 10627, the Anti-Bullying Act, also applies in reverse. Violence from students towards teachers can be considered workplace bullying, harassment, and abuse. But beyond national law, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 23, recognizes the right of every worker, including teachers, to just and favorable working conditions, free from threats of life or safety. Why would a young person attack a teacher? The teacher is not just injured. It is a combination of societal conditioning, family upbringing, and emotional instability. Social media, for one, has emboldened young people to mock and challenge authority. Many see viral videos of students talking back, physically confronting or humiliating their teachers. These behaviors are rewarded with attention and clout. Murag train na lang para sa uban. Psychologically, adolescence is a volatile stage. If a student lacks emotional regulation skills, unresolved anger, or has been raised in an environment where violence is normalized, the classroom becomes a dangerous place for confrontations. Studies in child psychology confirm that exposure to domestic violence or neglect increases aggression toward authority figures. We cannot put all the responsibility on one student alone. Kung tinuod atong tan-awon ang problema ani mas laom pa sa usa ka krimen. We have a community that has slowly eroded its value system. Parents are busier making ends meet and often neglect moral formation. Schools are pressured to produce academic results, sometimes at the expense of character education. The church, too, has been less active in shaping moral values and among the youth. The tragedy in that classroom is not just between one teacher and one student. It is between a society that has failed to instill respect and the individuals now living with the consequences. Jesus once said in Matthew chapter 7 verse 17 to 18, "A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit." The behavior of the youth today is the fruit of the seeds we have sown as a society. If we have planted seeds of entitlement, disrespect, and violence in the home through media or through peer culture, we cannot expect to harvest obedience, humility, and compassion. We must act now, not just with stricter laws, but with deeper transformation. Schools should implement character formation programs. Families should commit to daily moral teaching at home. Churches must reclaim their role in monitoring the youth. And yes, laws protecting teachers must be enforced without hesitation. Every case of violence against educators should be prosecuted swiftly and publicly to send a clear message: the classroom is sacred ground. Because if we allow the culture of disrespect to spread, we will see more blood spilled in classroom. And not just the blood of teachers, but the very lifeblood of our future as a nation. Mga higala, ang respeto dili na baligya. Dili sab ihatag nga walay hinungdan. Ang respeto nagatubo sa kasing-kasing o ginatubuan sa kabuboton sa Ginoo. Kung mawala kini, mawala ang kalinaw, mawala ang kahimtang, ug mawala ang kaugmaon. This is not just about one tragedy. It is about all of us. Kini ang panglantaw sa kagabhion di nakahayag sa kamatuoran mo danag, bisan pa sa kangit-ngit. Kini inyong higala, alagad, ug igsoon, Jeremias Labaho Tubigon, magapahinumdum kanatong tanan, nga sa atong pagpangandoy ug matarong katilingban, ang kamatuoran gayud ang atong suga. Ug sa kangit-ngit sa kasaysayan, ang tinud-anay nga pamunuan ang labing hayag nga paglaom. Daghang kayong salamat sa inyong pagtanawa. Shout out Ma'am Ginaline G. Martinez of Sayog Elementary School. Ini inyong higala o alagad sa makausapa mo ingon. Ang Diyos magapanalangin ug magapanalangin ug magapanalangin kanatong tanan. Daghang salamat ug maayong gabi.